So getting to our next event, we do a monthly event here. This is Suka Art Center, called Prove Your Groove. You may have heard of it, PYG. It's a monthly street dance competition with various brackets of dance. And we've been doing qualifiers for the past couple months in house dance, b-boying, and popping. And the winners of these qualifiers are battling at a bigger jam in January called Urban Styles. This is an event I came up with 2013, 2012, 2012. And it started off in the gymnasium of Clarkston South High School, maybe like 50 people. It was a decent turnout.
It was a start.
And now, you know, it's only in its third year, and we probably got about like an expectancy of like 250 people. So it's 0 to 100 real quick.
Plan to have more this year.
Oh yeah. And we were very lucky to have the venue we had last year. That kind of put us on the map with our event. So now that we're hosting it here at Suka Art Center, it's gonna be dope. We're gonna pimp this place out. We're gonna have 2 studios, one for ciphering, one for battles, a VIP room where you can watch the battles that are going on in here.
Live stream, baby.
Drinks, food. The judge lineup we have is ridiculous. Like, if you are in the community of dance and you know the judge panel, you're not gonna want to miss this. We got Napalm, Kid Glide, Excite, Catalyst, ISO from Pennsylvania, Lady Beast from Boston, Cricket from Step Fiends, Steps from Jersey, and Bravo repping NYC and Check Your Body at the Door. So we have a huge dope lineup for judges. And getting into that event now, January 9th, here at Suka Art Center, we will be hosting Urban Styles. This is a one-on-one street dance competition, like I said, in b-boying, popping, and house. B-boy and popping is a $300 cash prize for first place. We might be posting a second place prize. I will get back to you on that. And house is $200, so that's just for one-on-one. So it's definitely worth it to make the drive out here if you're coming out from somewhere far. We do have a lot of people coming out here and traveling. And like I said, it's gonna be here. I will be DJing. Grease from Floor Fetish Crew, my crewmate, will be emceeing. And we're gonna get started here. I think doors open at 6 o'clock. Now, just to get into some details about this event, the day before, all of our majority of our judges are going to be doing workshops here, and I would definitely take advantage of it. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. They may only be here once. Take advantage of the workshops. They're $15 each. We might be doing a discount if you do 2 or more and pay less, so it's totally going to be worth it. January 8th, it's a Friday, the day before the gym, here. Lady Beast will be teaching a popping workshop. ISO will be teaching a popping workshop. I believe Cricket will be teaching a house workshop here on Friday. So we have 3 or 4 workshops going on here. That will go until 9 p.m. Then we're doing the after party here for that. So we're going to be sessioning here, networking, drinks, food, just a pre-party event. We're going to be sessioning here all night. And then the next day we come back here at 4 p.m. we start more workshops. Napalm's doing a b-boy workshop. Kid Glide is doing a b-boy workshop. Catalyst is doing a popping workshop. And I think there's one more house. Bravo's doing a house workshop and an open panel discussion on house history. And then we start the gym. And you're not going to want to miss it. Trust me. That's most of the details I have for that event. It's $10 no matter what. If you're entering and spectating, $10. If you're entering and you're battling, still $10. If you want a qualifier from Prove Your Groove, you do not have to pay. And then there's going to be a price posted for the VIP and stuff like that. These 2 were at Urban Styles last year, so I'm going to let them speak on the event because I was caught up in judging and DJing last year, so they have a different experience than I do. So,
all right. Like Liam said before, we were very, very lucky to have the spot we had in Nanuet, which was beautiful. It was like nicely lit. It was at LED. Shout out to them. Thank you for the spot. And just to support again, just after the big showcase, you give a break, winter, and then you just have all these dancers come back out to support again. And then you have people from the city all over drive here. Some people leave. Got at a hotel. So these people bring a lot of talent and energy, faces that you're not used to seeing. Which it's just like going to the city and you see Busta Rhymes walking the street. You're like, oh snap, that's Busta Rhymes. If you're a rapper, you know what I'm saying. So as a dancer, you're seeing these people you watch every day on YouTube sit right there, and then they're judging you. So it gets very intense. It makes you want to do your best. And even if you don't know them, you know that they're going to be high levels in the dance community and they're icons. So it's like, you don't know he's a celeb, but you're walking past the celeb, you're gonna probably do something to show off or showcase your talent to the best. Because again, it's also networking, it's part of hip hop. So we're out there all pushing ourselves to the limit, and it's also fun. You got your family, your crew behind you, backing you up, and the support is phenomenal. Even if you don't know somebody, you do something amazing, everyone's going crazy. So just the energy is lively. There's nothing fake about the hip hop feel and the battlefield. The vibe is just very nice. It feels good, and there's nothing like it in Rockland. So you go in there and you're like, this is dope. Like, this is like what you watch on YouTube. And we'll bring that experience to you right here in Rockland. So, and we're doing it in a very special way this time. Like he said, he's gonna have 2 different rooms. One room's gonna have a cypher. So even if you're not battling or your battle's not up, you can still warm up and share ideas and network in that room. And then when you're in the other room with a screen that you can see the dance battles and maybe even the ciphering too, and you're eating upstairs, you can still be a part of the scene even though you're in a separate room. So parents, that may be a good room for you, et cetera, et cetera. Dancers may be in this room. And you don't have to just stay in that one area. The beautiful part about it is you could travel between. So it's gonna be a great atmosphere. I just pray for a beautiful day because it's just gonna be nice. It's gonna be definitely a different experience from last year, which is still gonna make it even more exciting.
What was your experience of last week?
Well, I've been at Kruger Groove and Urban Styles since the first one actually, and I love how both have turned out. Actually, I love how they also mixed Kruger Groove with Urban Styles to connect, to put qualifiers into Urban Styles. The first Urban Styles was not as great as we really expected. We expected more than, there wasn't as much as we really expected. But the next year was probably the most hypest year just because Kruger Groove was just brought it up, and just that's how we connected to other people and just shouted it out at them, telling them the date like every month about it. And last year was super hype, even though I didn't get past as far as I thought. It's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, the competition is tough because, with the prize money and the judges, you have people coming from outside this community who, have been dancing in the scene for a while. But what I did like about last year's Urban Styles, just from watching, was I see a lot of dancers in our community that maybe just take classes at a dance studio or have never been to our battles before, and they kind of just being in that atmosphere, they're like, you know what, just sign me up. Like, they had just this aura in them to just go for it, and that's what I love. We had girls that I know that I went to dance class with years ago just kind of sign up and freestyle, and I didn't even know they could freestyle. It was cool. It kind of brought out the best in everybody, and that's what I want for rock and hip hop, and that's what I want for our community. Because before this generation of dancers, I really don't think there was a hip hop scene at all in our town, in our community, and it's really starting to build. I mean, we have Showcase, Urban Styles, Kruger Groove, and Fusion Culture. The events are starting to rise, and the goal is to get all of these opportunities for dancers to kind of get their foot in the door. Not to just stay in our community and just battle in our community, but that's how you can start. So, like I said, stepping stone. These events are really good stepping stones for the youth and for people in our community that want to make this their thing, this is their passion, because you're not going to learn everything by just staring at the TV screen and the computer screen. So this provides a raw experience that they can learn from, because you can learn from watching on a computer and stuff like that, but it's a different experience when you're in person. So, go ahead.
Alright, but yeah, like I said, for Showcase, Urban Styles is also a great place to meet new people because showcases more in a sense of choreographing and seeing how people can make some really good performances. And once you come to Urban Styles, you'll see different styles and like you'll see people who are just into basics. And then once you see these people, they'll just create such a creative mindset for other people and just like throughout the jams, you'll just see people just grow. And this is my first year actually battling along with Masters of Flow crew, and I'm just hoping for the best. And I know it's gonna be hype this year. It was hype last year, and throughout these jams, it's getting hyper and hyper.
Yes, that's the info on the 2 events we got coming up. I also didn't mention, not this coming up Friday, which is Black Friday, but next, December 4th, is Fusion Culture at Finch Studio Space and Night, hosted by SF Crew, my man Hervé. Come out, it's basically like Prove Your Groove, it's a little bit closer to Night, Rockland County. And it's one-on-one battles, right?
One-on-one, yes.
One-on-one battles, and they have a live band
And
beforehand.
I'm not sure if this time they're doing rapping, but I'm still gonna throw it in there just in case. They usually do a band segment, and then they go into rapping, and then everyone like kind of exits the room, come back, and then they go into the dancing aspect.
It's a really nice vibe.
So again, just similar to the Rockland Hip Hop Showcase, just a little smaller, kind of a little bit of every element of hip hop.
Yeah.
That's why the name is Fusion Culture.